January 16, 1977, Christopher John Boyce is arrested by U.S. Marshals and charged with espionage. The details uncovered by this arrest shock American friends and foes alike. The Falcon and the Snowman is the story of Cold War-era Soviet spy Christopher Boyce. Based on real-life events, the story follows the journey of two men who passed on secret U.S. government files to the Soviet Union during the mid-1970s. The Cold War was a very nerve-wracking time for the world. The threat of nuclear annihilation was very real. The world's only two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were rushing to counter the other's defense capabilities and to extend their influence around the world. Espionage was the lifeblood of American and Soviet intelligence services, and both countries used controversial methods to give themselves the upper hand. Relating back to the novel, Christopher Boyce was an American patriot all his life, and he was an avid falconer. Boyce's father, an FBI agent himself, encouraged Boyce to pursue a career in the Defense Department. Boyce wanted to do his part to protect the United States from the Soviets. Boyce's passion landed him a job at CIA defense contractor, TRW. Boyce worked in the Black Vault, a secret communications facility where some of the most classified CIA documents were stored. However, Boyce's patriotism was short-lived. His world was turned around when he discovered misrouted CIA cables, showing the CIA wanting to depose the democratically elected Prime Minister of Australia, Gough Whitlam, for having anti-US sentiments. Australia was one of the countries that was vital to the American Cold War-related proxy war in Vietnam. Boyce soon mistrusted the United States government and decided to give his government a taste of its own medicine by passing on secret files to America's Cold War enemy, the Soviet Union. Using his childhood best friend turned cocaine dealer Andrew Dalton Lee as a courier, hence the reference to Snowman, Boyce sold CIA nuclear satellite information to the Soviet embassy in Mexico City. Dalton Lee, a fugitive from the law, crossed the border into Mexico illegally and met with his Soviet handlers on a monthly basis. The Soviets were glad to have a mole in the CIA and filled Boyce and Dalton Lee's pockets with money. Although Boyce mentioned that it was not about the money at all, rather it was a teach a lesson to the immoral United States government. Boyce thought that by selling information he was doing the right thing. However, he soon realized the mess that he got himself into. Cold War influenced events that led to his career as a spy, and now the Cold War pressure was mounting on Christopher Boyce to keep spying. Boyce wanted to retreat from the espionage. However, the Soviets rejected this appeal and threatened to blow the whistle to the US about his activities. Boyce soon realized the consequences that he would face if caught by the US. The Cold War was the reason that he had a job with both the Americans and Soviets, and the Cold War was the same reason why he would be not shown any mercy once he is arrested. The Cold War not only shaped the background events in the novel, but also influenced the main character's personality and decisions. Boyce was a changed man after he discovered the CIA's illegal activities, and was once again changed when he realized the gravity of the Cold War. The novel explores many themes, and as a whole showed that misplaced idealism, inexperience, and naive behavior led to one of the most abnormal cases of espionage in the Cold War. It is interesting to note that during the Cold War, both suspects were shown as traitors in the media, and their families shamed for their crimes. However, it seems as if public opinion has drastically changed. It is interesting to note that more contemporary whistleblowers, such as Julian Assange and Edward Snowden, are generally praised as heroes in the media. It just goes to show how the public today keeps a watchful eye more so on its own government than its state-declared enemies.